Hello, welcome back to Maplewood Homestead. My name's Nancy, and this is our 4th kidding season since we've been here on the farm. Those of you that have been following along, we have eagerly been anticipating Maple's delivery as we've watched her wobble around the farm here lately, wondering how many kids she had. Well, here is her story. However, I do want to warn you, it didn't quite exactly go the way we planned. And with that, I want to have a discussion about how difficult it is to make decisions on the farm sometimes. Just woke up. Still got sleep in my eyes. I came out this morning early, like 2 in the morning, to double check on Maple. So I just want to check one more time. I don't think she had a baby, but goats are funny, especially seasoned goats. So she could have gone in labor and had kids when I was asleep the last 4 hours. So I'm just going to double check. Holy smokes! Maple, and they're brand new. She just had them. She's still cleaning them off. I just missed it. How pretty. Maple, look at them. Look at them. Hi. Yes, hello. Hi. Welcome. Okay, Maple, you're taking care of that one. I'll take care of this one. So I see the 2 babies, but I have a suspicion there may be a third. I can't verify that. So I decided to just sit and wait. And lo and behold, this happened. Maple's still pushing. She's still pushing. I don't know if she's pushing the placenta. I don't even think she'll deliver the placenta yet. So maybe she'll have another baby. I don't know. Come on, Maple, you got this. See one hoof. I think that's another hoof. Yep, 2 hooves. Uh-oh. Maybe upside down. We'll have to see. Yep. Breech baby. Breech baby. Let me help her out. Come on. Come on, Maple. Push, Maple. Come on. There we go. Come on, girl. I saw the hooves. They looked like rear hooves, which is fine. That's a normal birthing position. There was nothing to get hung up, so I wasn't too worried about that. So as soon as Maple started pushing and she had given me enough of the back feet to pull, I pulled baby out. Now I don't have any video footage of that because unfortunately I thought I had hit the record button, but I did not. And so there's no footage of me actually pulling the baby out. But this is what the baby looked like after he was pulled out. Pay careful attention to the way the baby behaves. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we go. There we go. Come on. Hi. Hello. This one's so little. So little. looks like your legs were so stretched out in there, huh? Oh. Oh no, something looks wrong with your back legs. I will tell you that nothing like this has ever happened during kidding season for us. This was something completely new, and I didn't know what to think. When the baby came out, he looked malformed. He looked so malformed, I thought it was a girl at first and not a boy. But the whole back end just didn't look right at all. I immediately took him in the house and got him dried up, got him warmed up, got some colostrum from Maple, and we bottle fed him. He took quite a bit. And then we kept him in a bin under a heat lamp. Tried to keep him what they call sternal up on his chest because it helps with the rumination. He never tried to get up. After feeding the little guy, I tried to continue to massage his muscles and try to loosen it up. We gave him some what's called selenium and also some cod liver oil to try to get those joints and muscles working. Because sometimes it's a selenium deficiency that they can have weak muscles. But nothing worked. He would never sit up. He would never stay sternal. He kept wanting to flop down. He wouldn't hold his head up. I tried so hard to work with him. And he did take one bottle, but he would not take another bottle after that. It was almost as if he had just given up. He just doesn't seem to have a will. That's hard. And it was at that point I needed to make some decisions. I think it's time to let him go. He doesn't have it in him to fight for his own life. He's stopped taking the bottle. He's not responding when I try to put him up on his feet. And it's a hard choice to make. It's a hard decision. I've never had to make that here on the farm. I've tried everything that I can think of to help him, and he's not getting any better, and he's not showing any signs of improving or even wanting to improve. It's just best to let him go. I think it's really important to have conversations about this lifestyle because it is absolutely 100% worth all the hard work we put into it and the joy that comes with it. But with that, there also comes moments that are not so sweet. Actually, they're just downright difficult, where you wish you'd never had to make that decision. David and I thought it was really important to have this conversation with you guys. Again, the last couple of videos have been kind of problem-solving crises on the farm, and I really hesitated to want to make this one. Not because we did anything wrong, but it's kind of a bummer to talk about all these things happening. It's even more of a bummer when these things keep happening to you, in spite of the fact that you do your absolute best to give your animals the best life possible. And at the end of the day, nothing we did could have changed what happened with Maple's third baby. As you can see from the video, he wasn't standing. He wasn't going to stand. There was actually some malformation in his back hip. And more than likely, if there were deformities like that on the outside, rest assured there were probably deformities that we didn't see on the inside. He also hadn't pooped in 6 hours where the other ones had, even though he had eaten. This was also very concerning. We had to make a decision about what was going to happen to this little buck. it wasn't going to be easy. So I did have conversations with my goat mentors. I think mainly it was more to just validate what I was feeling. I talked to David. We agreed that the best thing for this little buck was to let him go. I'm really thankful to David because honestly, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do it. And I feel bad because I asked him to do it. But I'm really thankful. It doesn't mean that it was easy for him to do it either. And I know some people don't understand, but I do know this. In our hearts and our minds, part of being a good steward of the animals God's given us is to make sure they have an excellent quality of life, and that if their time comes, that it is a swift, ethical, and kind way to let them go. Let's ask David how he felt about the situation. He's actually out back working on a pig pen so we can transfer the pigs over there so that we can go ahead and start working on the garden, because life goes on. Even though it makes your heart really heavy, I think we all carried around with us just this deep weight on our hearts yesterday, but life goes on. Hey babe.
Hey.
What you doing?
I'm going to build a new pig area, and I'm being very scientific about my measurements.
So how far apart are those, like approximately?
5'5.5", so 65.5 inches exactly.
So, can I bother you for a minute? I want to talk to you about what happened yesterday.
Sure.
Okay. So, David, I came down to ask you because I was telling them everything that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I asked you to do the hard thing yesterday. How did you feel about the decision we had to make?
I think we made the right decision, even though it was pretty tough. It's probably the second hardest, toughest decision when it comes to animals that we had since we started this farm. Yeah.
What was the first one?
First one is when your dog died, and I had to pick up what was left and bury him, and I didn't want you to see him. That was the hardest one for me. And this one was definitely number 2. It's just a little innocent little baby goat, but it just wasn't going to stand a chance.
Content pigs. You guys are gonna get a new space. I also have really great news. Sassy is pretty much finished healing from the whole mastitis ordeal, and things are pretty much back to normal with her and the babies. I still supplement with a couple of bottles a day just until she gets her milk supply back up, but so glad that's over. Now, are you ready to meet Maple's babies? She's doing pretty good. She for an 8-year-old goat. But she's done this so many times, she knows what she's doing. Let's meet them babies. Here's Maple's pretty little boy with spots. I can't believe the spots. Yeah, you are so pretty. So that's her little buckling. I'll have to find a new home for him because he really doesn't have a job or a role here on the farm. So if you know anyone that's looking for a beautiful little buckling, he's your guy. And then Sissy is over here. This is her little doeling. The only doeling. And her name is going to be Lily since we're so close to Easter, and she's a lot white. A pretty girl. Yeah. Sassy's doing great, huh, Sassy? Not the funnest video to make, but I really hope that this has encouraged someone. If you find yourself in a similar situation, you are not alone. We're so thankful that she has 2 beautiful, healthy little kids, and we now get milk And so we will just remember this time poignantly, and life goes on. I hope this has helped encourage you if you've had to face difficult decisions, that sometimes doing the right thing isn't always the easy thing. So we'll see you next time here at Maplewood Homestead. Maple, I know you want to go outside. You can't go outside yet. Maple.